Hey guys, I'm Haley and this is Fancy Hagood and we are stirring the pot. All right, Fancy, tell us about the casserole.
All right, this is chicken casserole and I grew up on this.
Okay.
This was my birthday meal every year.
Your birthday meal?
Yeah.
When is your birthday?
March 29th. I'm an Aries queen.
Okay, I need to learn my horoscope stuff, but I know that was not that long ago, so
No,
we're
not that long
gonna
ago.
have it.
Yes.
For your birthday.
Exactly, and there's so many versions of this, and I think if you grew up in the South, you have had some version of this at some point at a church potluck, at your grandmother's house, at your mama's house, somewhere you have had this. All right, so you just do the chicken, spread that around. You take cream of chicken, and you pour that in. We'll probably do 2 cans. Some people use sour cream.
Oh, I got you sour cream.
Well,
Do you want it?
we don't need it. We're gonna use some cream cheese if you wanna grab a knife
Okay.
and mix that in. I feel like I'm on one of those Great British Bake Off or something.
We are.
Where's Paul Hollywood? Okay, so this is, you can do the honors.
We'll do this.
Yeah, that's probably easier. You just pour that mixture on top and spread it around.
So wait, you don't put this with noodles or anything?
No, noodles.
I don't know. Do I need to melt this?
Yes, let's
Okay.
melt the butter. So this is my favorite part. Sometimes to make it easier, you can leave it in the sleeve and crush it all up in the sleeve.
Wait, show me that with your hands again.
Yeah, so you just crush these and you make a crust that goes on top. How much you need is just depend on how big the dish you're using.
Okay.
But it's super easy. You can
Yeah.
put Ritz on anything.
Fancy, where are you from?
I grew up in Arkansas,
Oh, where?
Bentonville, Arkansas. I grew up there. I moved there the summer of, well, I don't know the year, but I was going into 3rd grade.
Okay.
And
How
then
old are you?
I'm timeless. Thank you for asking.
That's a great answer.
I've been saying it since I was 17.
I love it.
So I'm about to go on my first ever headlining tour in the States. My deluxe album just came out, American Spirit, The Last Drag. And
I love it.
thank you. And yeah, we're about to hit the road and
Where's
take
your
this
first stop?
Northwest Arkansas.
Oh, fun!
Yeah, so it's my first time going home to play a show, and
Do you love your hometown?
my answer to that is yes, I do love my hometown because it's proof that places can grow and change and evolve. And I know for myself as a person, I've grown so much and changed so much and evolved. And I love to see that, especially in small town America.
Same.
You know, when I grew up in Bentonville, it was beer and Jesus basically, and
Yeah.
now it's beer, Jesus, and art. Which
Yeah. We'll take it.
what more could you ask for?
Yeah.
And then that's the
it.
gist of it. Then you need to pop that bad girl in the oven.
350?
350, let's go.
Uncovered.
Yeah, for about 40 minutes.
Uncovered, okay. Where on your tour stop are you excited to go?
I'm honestly just really stoked to be on the road. When my album came out, American Spirit came out last October, and when you're working so diligently on something, you're hoping that opportunities are going to find you for opening for acts that are established and going on the road, and it's just such a competitive market right now. I've put my whole heart into these albums, Southern Curiosity and American Spirit, and it's when people show up at these shows where I am opening for other people and they're wearing my fancy shirt or they're singing along to songs, it's really sweet. And so to be able to say this is my tour, we're doing it
Your way.
my way, and I've worked really hard for this, so it feels really important. It feels like a milestone in my career.
It is.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Trailblazers Radio on Apple Music Country. We just started my 4th season, which feels so good. We just interviewed Charles Kelly. I've interviewed everyone from Lainey Wilson, Casey Musgraves, Jelly Roll, which was one of my absolute favorite interviews.
Sweet.
Tanya Tucker came through and hung out with me.
Mess.
But yeah, I just talked to all these artists who have helped change the landscape of country music and Music Row and what it looks like now and what it looked like back then, and it's a really good time. I've learned so much as an artist just sitting across from all these other artists. I've been signed in a bunch of different directions to a bunch of big names and successful people, but it was when I let go of what I thought other people wanted me to create or needed me to create, and I started creating for myself, is when I feel like I truly found success and found my sound and what makes me feel like
It's not forced.
yeah, and it's
Yeah.
not for anyone else, it's for me. And I think that's when people really got to know me, was when I started making music that was a reflection of exactly who I am and not a reflection of what people think I should be.
Well, you're like inviting the right people now.
Mm-hmm.
Where before it was like, well, they might not like you, but they thought you were somebody else.
Right.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay, to Fancy's birthday dinner. Get him. Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Is it exactly perfect?
I think it's the best one I've ever made.
Seriously?
Oh yeah.
It's because I stirred the pot.
Ooh.
Yeah. Fancy, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And I love your dish. We just call it chicken casserole.
Chicken casserole.
I think I want to call it Fancy's birthday chicken.
Love it. You can call it whatever you want, as long as it tastes like that.